here live in Atlantic, Iowa for tonight's matchup against the Atlantic Trojans and your Harlan Community Cyclones. I am Brian Martin. On the other mic is Shane Conrad, and on the cameras is Jonathan North and Shane. Kind of a little chilly night here in Atlantic, but we are set for a huge district matchup between the Cyclones and the Trojans.
Yeah, both teams coming in tonight with one district loss. This is a big one.
This is, and it's kind of a big thing for the whole district because the other matchup in this district, Preston and Nevada, that one's going to kind of determine a lot of things here. But Harlan 4-3, Atlantic coming in 6-2. So we're in for a show, and this is usually kind of a very hard-hitting game between Atlantic and Harlan. Both schools not really liking each other.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's always a tough matchup either way. Atlantic, great facilities here, looking like they're ready to play tonight for sure.
Right, and coming into this, Shane, kind of the big thing has been the injuries to Harlan. Coming in, or after last week's game, we lose Neeson to maybe looks like a broken ankle or foot. Lucas Francis was kind of banged up, but he's suited up and looks like he's ready to play. Unfortunately, the injury bug biting us at the wrong time towards the end of the season.
Yeah, again, Harlan kind of dealt with this a little bit last year. Like you said, Nissen, Caden Brooks been out since the first game. Landon Kaufman's out. Redmond Stevenson's out. Beaker is out. Yeah, it is not good for the Cyclones, but they do have a lot of talent on this team.
Absolutely. I mean, we saw kind of their backs up against the wall last week, Shane, and come out and, well, a rare upset because Harlan's usually never the underdog, but our upset to Nevada in Harlan, setting Harlan up pretty well for the remainder of the season with Atlantic, and then next week you have Knoxville coming to Harlan. So kind of all or nothing on this game.
Yeah, and you can kind of feel it as, it's not. We know not everybody can make it, but this Harlan crowd sure packed the stands tonight. It's
almost both sides are packed here, Shane, but Harlan, very rare that you see a visitor section kind of packed, and Harlan usually travels very well every week, so it looks like Atlantic set to receive this kickoff. Harlan and Nolan Schwery look to put it in the air.
Yeah,
as we are underway here in Atlantic.
Hanson and McNeil back received, and Schwery with a kick right through the hands of Ethan McNeil, and that will be a touchback.
So kind of the big story from Nevada, Shane, was this Harlan defense. This Harlan defense that's coming out on the field really played an outstanding game against Nevada in Harlan. Shut down Nevada, held them basically all game, and we're going to kind of have to need that same game tonight here in Atlantic, as they like to run the ball as well.
I was going to say, again, a run-heavy offense, which we've kind of struggled against throughout the year, and they shut Nevada down, and Atlantic seems to be the same type of run-heavy.
Yeah, just like that.
I believe that's Ehlert off the edge from the cornerback position, reading the toss and stopping him for a loss.
A big loss on the first play of the game, so kind of a big little momentum early for this defense who, like we said, played lights out against Nevada. You have to pick it up against Harlan or against Atlantic, and they're answering the call on the first play anyways.
Yeah, and again, just a quick little shout out, little brotherly love down here is Sam Brummer and Joe Brummer going at it. Joe is the head coach for Atlantic.
So 2nd and 14 for the Trojans as they are under center here, and they'll look to put it on the ground again. He's got a little bit of room and maybe back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and Atlantic might need to slow down a little bit. They sent two guys in motion. They're supposed to be set for a full second before the snap, and that was right on the doorstep. But Harlan bottles it up at about the original line of scrimmage.
So 3rd and 9, ball on the 21 as Atlantic, we kind of touched base on it, really set for ground game.
Yeah, I mean, they've only got 450 yards through the air on the year, and they've got about triple that on the ground.
So as this will be another handoff, and he's got some room. He's going to get past the sticks and more.
Yeah, there's a flag, though. He's hit out of bounds by Rice, but it looks like they're going to get brought back for a hold. Not sure where they caught the hold at, but
that was in the backfield, and usually that's coming back. So big play wiped off the board potentially for Atlantic.
Yeah, again, a good play from Atlantic, but as you kind of hear the referee over the mic holding, they're going to go back. So rather than have a first down and some more, Atlantic's going to still have some yards to gain. I'm not sure where they're going to end up with it.
Yeah, so Atlantic,
so about where they took that second down snap after the loss on the
and they would have been at the 45 if there wasn't a hold. So kind of big loss there. So third and long for the Trojans.
As Atlantic gets the play in. Tristan Hayes, the senior. And they've got one split wide.
As they'll send 2 men in motion again. And this will be on the ground and maybe a couple, but nothing. So Atlantic will force to punt this away.
As Van Balla wraps him up and Hagen Sorensen comes up to clean up the tackle.
Gain of a few on the play, brought down by number 26, Bryce Van Balla. That'll bring up fourth down for the Trojans. Killian will be punting.
As Spencer Fink back to punt, and this is a nice punt there from Atlantic, and it'll fall short.
Not sure who it went off of, but it did go off of someone.
Looked like number 12 for Atlantic.
Okay. Just hard to tell because the Harlan player in the area.
On the 49-yard line, the Cyclones will take over 1st and 10.
Not sure what's going on. I didn't see who got the first couple carries. Tyson O'Brien, typically their leading rusher for Atlantic. He's got 1,300 yards on the year, but we saw a heavy dose of McNeil in the backfield. So Cyclones coming out. Dallas McDowell in the backfield next to Arkfeld.
Arkfeld in the shotgun, and we saw a heavy dose of him. They'll send Francis in motion, a little touch pass here. And he's going to cut back inside and maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. As
I don't think he's down for a couple yard loss.
Number 7, the ball carrier.
Atlantic not fooled on that one. Really kind of won the battle there on that far side where Francis was heading.
Down by number 7, Jewel, and number 43, Wales.
As we saw a heavy dose of the pass play last week. We kind of say it every week. Gabe Arkfeld, given the opportunity to throw, Shane, he can put it in there. So
yeah, I mean, there weren't many passes off target last week against Nevada.
And Harlan, very balanced attack when they want to be. So this will be a run on 2nd and long. Lucas Francis has got some positive yards there.
Number 7, Lucas Francis.
Yeah, he gets tripped up by Hunter Nelson. Good open field tackle from Nelson.
Brought down by number 26, Hunter
This will be a
Nelson.
3rd down. But Lucas Francis, nice to see him kind of get a little bit of running room there, 3rd and 6, as you don't want him to get too far past the linebackers because then he'll be gone.
Yeah, definitely a heavy dose of speed back there. But Harlan coming out with quads, split, and Van Balla in motion.
And so this play was
they're going to call it false start.
Number 23 on the line. 5-yard.
They're going to call it on Joseph Rice.
3rd down.
So a 3rd down penalty for the Cyclones will move them back to 3rd and 11.
Again, I mean, I'm wanting them to let Gabe throw, as he is, like we said, he's had a lot of good passes this year. He's accurate, and we've got some size out there.
Especially now on a 3rd and long, Shane. Atlantic's going to be kind of expecting it a little bit. As Arkfeld's going to look, he's going to assess the field and throw high and just out of the hands of Van Balla. So Harlan will look to punt it away as well. Nolan Schwer comes out for the punt.
Yeah, good routes from the receivers. Van Balla had some inside position, just a little high on the throw. Not what you want coming out, but after stopping Atlantic on their first drive, it's something you can kind of afford.
So both teams, their first offensive drive kind of stalling out here, Shane, as Nolan Schwer set to pin it Atlantic deep in their own territory, and he could do that. He's been doing it all year to teams. And
this is a great nice punt from Schwer.
As I thought this was Wade fair catch, but no, as this will be out past the 20.
Breaks the tackle from Ehlert, and Ehlert is still down. Not what you like to see, as he's one of the starting cornerbacks.
I had a big play earlier, a tackle for loss, so tough hit for Harlan's defense already.
At the 25-yard line.
So on the
Trojans will begin their drive. First
the Trojans will take over on the 25 after this injury timeout here.
Coverage of the 2024-2025 Cyclone season has been brought to you by a generous donation from the Harlan Pizza Ranch. Visit Pizza Ranch in Harlan and thank them for helping us bring you live coverage of Cyclone sports this year, including our brand new scoreboard camera. Cyclone Sports on HLTV Channel 15 has also been sponsored by Do It Best Hardware, The Agency in Harlan, Hamilton Financial Services,
Fairway in Harlan,
Western Iowa Medical in Harlan,
Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. Live well.
Murtu Medical Center, Physical Therapy and Rehab Services.
Hanson House Senior Living. Experience life, experience Hanson House.
Dr. J's Family Eye Care, longtime supporter of Cyclone Sports in Harlan.
Family Service Community, SCSB.
Keast Auto Center, proudly serving Southwest Iowa for over 31 years.
Polly Jones Funeral Home, longtime supporter of Harlan Community Athletics and events.
Cyclone Seed and Chemical, build a bigger bin.
Conducting Swampler is a proud supporter of the Harlan community, education, and student activities. We move your business forward.
United Bank of Iowa, the difference is here, member FDIC.
Cyclone Lanes, great family entertainment, including bowling, sandwiches, and homemade buttercrust pizzas.
And he looks to be getting up. Maybe just rolled his ankle a little bit, not entirely sure, but he's walking on his own power, and that's always good to see.
Kind of getting a little bit better step in there as he's going on, but like you said, maybe a little rolled ankle or something. So first and 10, ball on the 25. That's Atlantic in the I formation. Will send one man in motion. And
they'll go fullback dive.
42, McLaren, the ball carrier.
Harlan kind of tested a little bit there, and I think that was Van Balla on
tackle made by number 65.
Yeah, that's Gavin McLaren they're handing the ball off to. He is 6'2", 240. So not bad size for a fullback.
Kind of like a Sergeant Bluff fullback there, where he was 6'4", 270.
Yeah, he was big. That's all I know.
So 2nd and 6, ball on the 29 as Atlantic, as Harlan had it lined up offsides here to the near side.
Yeah, I don't know if it was this near side corner or
it looked like it was number 16. He was almost on Atlantic's offensive line there.
Encroachment. Number 16 on the defense.
Yeah, as they're calling it on this near side cornerback, it looks like he's playing press coverage, but not really seeing the ball.
Yeah, so now 2nd and 1 for the Trojans, as Harlan kind of just seems to, again, maybe throwing in a little bit with the injury.
I mean, if I had to guess, probably a fullback dive here.
2nd and 1, you'll have them in the I formation, as this will be a running back dive there for enough for the sticks.
And that's Tyson O'Brien.
That's number 16 on that one for Harlan on the tackle, so kind of redeems himself a little bit on that one. as that was Mason Getzinger, who was called for the penalty and then comes up with a nice little open field tackle there. So 1st and 10, new set of downs for the Trojans. Ball on the 37.
Nelson Goodrich in motion and run a toss
to the far side. As he's got plenty of room past the 50. Still on his feet breaking tackles and dragged down from behind.
That looked like Hayden Soma maybe on the chase down, saving the touchdown. So
a big first down play for the Trojans, having 1st and goal as broke some arm tackles there. They had good open downfield blocking as Rice and Dallas McDowell kind of double teamed there down the field.
Yeah,
and just was able to have some room.
They say Dallas McDowell kind of got pinched inside, good seal block, and
yeah, they had Joseph Rice kind of got bounced around between blocks there. So
that's going to be McLaren on the carry, and he's stopped
inside the 5, I believe.
Right up the middle.
So for 2nd and goal, ball on the 4.
Number 20, Brody Bindorf.
And this is where this Harlan defense kind of needs to turn it up.
Yeah, good opening first drive. Shane Atlantic, their offense kind of settled in, and this run game, it's a run-heavy offense. They're landed on Harlan, and this will be a run up the middle for maybe 1 or 2.
I think he got one there as Hayden Soma got through the line right off the snap and wrapped him up.
It's still kind of amazing me that last week in Nevada, this defensive line stepped up, and Atlantic's testing that defensive line. The defensive front is very good, and not a lot going up the middle still, as this defensive line is holding the assignment.
Yeah,
so 3rd and goal.
Third and goal from the 3. Got to have something here from the Cyclones.
Under 5 to go here, still zeros as they'll look to the air, and touchdown Atlantic. As the play action got Harlan to bite, and they had a wide open man in the corner of the end zone.
Yeah, again, great play call from the Trojans. Pressure on him right at the snap, so he just had to throw it up right away. And luckily for him, Harlan bit on the play action.
Yeah.
Hard not to, as this Atlantic team has been very run-heavy all year.
So the kick is blocked. So Harlan gives up 6 on this offensive drive. Atlantic 6, Harlan nothing. As Harlan looks to get the ball back and answer the call here.
School volleyball will begin postseason play on Tuesday, October 22nd.
So Shane, to kind of assess that drive there, Harlan had him a little bit, had a bad penalty go against them, and then obviously that big play, you get down to small field there, nothing really you could do there. Just Atlantic, like you said, the pass, the play action, Harlan bid on that, and why not when they haven't thrown a pass.
I was going to say, they've thrown for 450 yards through 8 games.
It is 3rd and 3.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, just gave up that tough toss to the outside for big yards. And now we'll see Fink and
Sorensen back there.
Hagen Sorensen back to receive the kick.
And he's going to receive Sorensen. As he's got plenty of room there, out past the 30, almost to the 35.
Sorensen with the return.
Looks like they're going to mark him at the 34 there. So we'll see what this Harlan offense can come out with. Had a great starting field position last time. Couldn't really get anything out of it, and
just kind of fizzled out.
Still good starting field position. I mean, Brian, including last week's game, the Perry game, just starting pretty near midfield almost every time. So we'll see McDowell and Van Ball on the near side, Rice and Fink on the far side.
We'll send Francis in motion, and this will be a nice little in curl route as Van Ball is going to break it past the 50.
Barfeld's pass complete to number 26, Bryce Van Ball.
Yeah, Van Ball with a great catch and breaking a couple tackles to get the first down.
Now we'll give the Cyclones
So
first
in
down
Trojan
on the 49-yard
territory,
line.
on Atlantic's 49, Harlan, new set of downs, will take over in this offense. Once they start getting any kind of momentum, Shane, could be dangerous.
Yeah, and again, Brian, you look at it, and either side on the cornerbacks, you've got Jarrett Hansen on one side, 5'9", 170.
And they're going to go Joseph Rice's way, sorry.
I was going to say. And then on the other side, you have Hunter Nelson, who's 5'8", 145. I would like to think we'll start throwing it up to Joseph a little bit.
6'4", 220, 210.
Joseph is 6'4", 220, yeah. So, I mean, you got 5'9" and 5'8", and then you got Joseph at 6'4". You got to imagine we'll throw it up to him.
So we'll come out. Ball's got some size on him as well. And this will be Bendorf on the fullback dive.
And he
about
fights.
5.
It'll be, what, 2 yards short?
Bendorf, the ball carrier. Gain of a few up the middle.
So 3rd and 3.
Number 65, Draven Mitchell.
On that fullback dive, Harlan almost gets 8 a carry.
It's at least 4 yards every time, which if you're getting 4 yards every time, that's a first down every 3 plays.
Absolutely. So 3rd and 3, ball on Atlantic's 42 as Harlan trails 6-0. 3:06 to go in the game.
I'd love to see the quick pass out to Joseph right now. They're going to hand it off to Lucas
Francis.
He'll have room.
He's got plenty of room.
See you later.
And he is going to be gone. Touchdown, Harlan.
So, I mean, what I was thinking, the cornerback on our near side is about 10 yards off. We need a couple. But Lucas Francis to the outside, never a bad call.
No. And I don't know if maybe Atlantic thought it was going to go Joseph's way because he looked like he was going to, took a couple steps back for a bubble screen there, and then it was Lucas Francis on the other side the whole way. And Harlan ties it up 6-6, waiting on Nolan Schwery.
37, Nolan Schwery for the point after.
For the PAT. Looking to put Harlan up 1.
And
so very low
line
kick.
Drive through for Nolan Schwery as
we have a new holder.
I was going to say, with Landon Kaufman out, we've got a new holder. I'm not sure the name as he's not in the program, but a new holder out there, so always going to be an adjustment for a kicker, when you've kicked with the same holder all year.
So 2:49 to go here in the first quarter. The last 2 drives here, both offenses kind of came alive here. Now 7-6, Harlan over Atlantic. As any kind of momentum this offense is going to get, Shane, that's dangerous. Now need the defense to settle in here, get a 3 and out, and Harlan's in business.
Number 37, Nolan Schwery will be kicking off for the Cyclones.
As Schwery sets to kick off, he had a touchback last time. Harlan trying to get enough players out on the field. And Schwery with another boot.
As this will be returned at the 1. And nice little tackle there. I think that's
Brody Bendorf on the tackle.
20, Brody Bendorf.
As he put him down in a hurry.
And will be marked on the 20-yard line.
It looked like he kind of jumped from about 3 yards back to get that one, and it hit him right in the midsection. So Atlanta takes over on their own 20. 1st and 10. Trailing 1 here in the first quarter, late in the first quarter.
Let's go, Harlan!
So 1st and 10, ball on the 20 is the Trojans under center. They'll send a man in motion there. As they'll look to the air, had some success, and he had to get rid of it in a hurry. He had McDowell, and nice little batted ball. He had about 3 Cyclones.
Yes, they go for Brock Goodrich. Harlan had a whole host of people.
Yeah. It was a kind of a toss-up little 500 out there at about midfield, but Dallas McDowell, he laid that quarterback out. He had the pressure.
And again, it's a good thing Goodrich is 6'2", because with Joseph Rice lurking back at safety, probably don't want to throw up too many jump balls.
And it's almost kind of worth it, those defenders just batting that away, as you had another Trojan there, but nonetheless 3 against 2. It's 2nd and 10, ball in the 24. The Trojans, as they look to the pass, which was kind of interesting, and this one will be a drop for no gain, as it's Joseph Rice.
Yeah, Rice gets out there, makes the tackle. The Trojans with a little bit of a read option there, and Rice stays home, makes the tackle, and creates a 3rd and long for the Trojans.
Coming off a great game against Nevada too, Shane. 12 tackles on the defensive side for Joseph Rice. 8 of those solo.
And didn't he have like 134 receiving yards too? Like I mean, he was both sides of the ball, just all over the place.
137 or 34 yards, a touchdown, and even a rush for 11 yards. So Joseph Rice did it all against Nevada. As Atlantic look into the air as well, as they'll throw it down the field and over the head of number 12. And that'll be 4th and 10 for the Trojans.
Trying to find Jarrett Hansen on the little deep post over the middle. Just not on target. As that is a big stand for the Cyclone defense.
And Shane, they were getting to Atlantic, and Atlantic really kind of going off of the last touchdown there through the air. You saw 2 pass plays to 1 rush, which is kind of a rare sighting, and this one's going to roll almost back to the 50.
They're going to spot it at the 50 on this one, as not what you want if you're the Trojans. Harlan with the quick score on the last drive, and now you're setting up at midfield to start.
And especially when you have Arkfeld and Lucas Francis and all of them kind of in the momentum swing, and this could be where Harlan kind of takes over the game.
Yeah, and again, you know what I'm going to say, Brian. I say it every week.
Take a shot.
Take a shot. Joseph Rice matched up against Jarrett Hansen. I like Joseph Rice in the air to sky for it.
As Harlan in the I formation, they'll throw it out to Rice, and he's got some room past the first down and out at the 30.
You know what? May not be a shot, but I love the play. As Joseph gets about 20 on the catch.
And what a distraction Lucas Francis is back there. You know, he had the big run, and now you line up in the I formation. You're looking at Lucas Francis all the way on a first down.
Again, that's what you love when this Cyclone offense mixes up the play calls. Lucas is such a threat back there. Same with Bendorf, who's through for 10.
Almost 10. He's still going to get the Bush push. I think he's going to get past the line of scrimmage.
He got the first down run on the fullback dive. But with those threats in the backfield, if you're mixing up the play calls, what do you do as a defense? Especially Harlan's got McDowell and Rise out there. Both have size. You split them wide. Van Ball is not short by any means.
And a very good offensive line.
Yeah.
If they, they're all doing their job, they can control the line very well. So Harlan, 1st and 10, ball on the Trojans 20. As they'll look for McDowell
and
touchdown.
Arkfeld with elite ball placement. Threads the needle to McDowell.
Window. And between about 2 Atlantic defenders, and Arkfeld just slings it in there.
I was watching Rise on the far side because I thought for sure we were going to throw the corner, and they went with the little post over the middle. Arkfeld threads the needle, and McDowell
wide open.
Yeah.
Well, not wide open.
I wouldn't say wide open, but makes the catch and gets it in for 6.
So now Harlan 13-6 over Atlantic. As this is a high snap, and this one looks a little bit better.
I was going to say better hold, better kick.
14-6 now.
Looks like he's settling a little bit on the hold, handling the snaps, and
so 55 seconds to go here. Harlan 14-6 over the Trojans, and like we said, Shane, that could have been the turning point, because it looks like Harlan's offense is firing on all cylinders. The defense came out and had a great great defensive drive last time, and Atlantic could be reeling here.
Yeah, again, Atlantic definitely has to come out and get some sort of points or something here.
Well, I think that's kind of where we capitalized last week on Nevada. You force a running school to throw the ball that typically don't throw, you're going to have some success, and we're doing that against Atlantic, to where Atlantic possibly has to change up their game plan a little.
Yeah, another great kick from Schwery, going to force a touchback. But, just watching this, I know you're kind of same. I'm on the same page as you. It just looks like Tristan Hayes for Atlantic sees the field a little better than King. King kind of went with his first read every time. It looks like Hayes is scanning the field back and forth looking for something.
I mean, I'm going to pat Harkville on the back here. We watch him kind of completely scan the field every play.
Yeah,
whether
I was going to say, he goes through his progressions really well.
Whether he already knows he's going to Joseph Rice, he's going to look you off to the left side and then go back to the right, which you do that, you're going to have some success. So Atlantic will take over.
As they're going to go on the ground, and this is McNeil.
And he'll get past Joseph Rice.
And Getzinger takes him down. It is a first down, but good tackle from Getzinger.
As Joseph Rice had him maybe about a 2-yard gain, just couldn't get to him, had a little arm tackle there.
I was going to say, right now it's just too much arm tackling, trying to just grab and hold on, and he's running through all the arms.
Right. So under 40 seconds to go here, Atlantic fresh set of downs, ball on their own 31.
As again, they seem to be going with a heavy dose of McNeil back there rather than their typical starter.
As this time they're kind of all back to the run game.
And much better job there by the Cyclone defense as McDowell gets the edge and forces him back inside for the rest of the defense to kind of swarm and get him.
There's about 4 Cyclones.
On the play, brought down by
that's Hayden Soma on the tackle there for the Cyclones.
As that's going to do it for the first quarter. And your Harlan Cyclone's going to take a lead into the second, 14-6.
As we thought maybe it was going to be a slow first quarter here, Shane, but outside the first 2 offensive drives, both teams kind of found something. Harlan found something late, 14-6.
Yeah, I was going to say, Harlan looking like they kind of are putting it together a little better on offense, but both teams doing a great job.
How do you top Pizza Ranch's legendary cheesy ranch sticks? Any way you want. Get a load of these. Our new loaded cheesy ranch sticks are now topped with an extra layer of flavor. Skillet crust, melty cheese, herbs and spices, and up to 2 of your favorite toppings. They're the ultimate appetizer on the buffet or on the go. Don't you just love that new menu item smell? Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
This program has been brought to you by Dylan Hamilton, financial advisor with Hamilton Financial Services, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. Contact Dylan today at 712-235-5500. Office is located in Harlan and Walnut.
Harlan Do It Best is your best source for friendly service, expert advice, and innovative products. Whether you need to build it, paint it, fix it, or grill it, we have it all. Our full-service paint department, utilizing Valspar paints, can match any color for your interior and exterior painting projects. Check out our new Diablo tool aisle for all power tool accessories needed for your home improvements. Make grilling easy with our full selection of grills and grilling supplies. Harlan Do It Best, conveniently located at 1810 Chatbird Avenue in Harlan.
Western Iowa Medical, providing outstanding service and the highest quality medical equipment and supplies in Western Iowa. At Western Iowa Medical in Harlan, it's our mission to meet all your home health care needs.
Dr. J's Family Eye Care, longtime supporter of Cyclone Sports in Harlan.
Coming out of the first quarter break here, 2nd and 7, ball on their 34 for the Trojans, as they'll be under center here. They'll send a man in motion. Typically that means it's going to be a run. This is going to be a fullback dive, and he's going to break some tackles.
I was going to say, this is
down.
This is McLaren, who, you know, big body. It's going to be hard to bring him down.
That's going to be good enough for a Trojan. First down. McLaren brought down by number 52, Ben Leinen, and number 2, Hagen Sorensen.
So it'll be 1st and 10, ball on the 34 for the Trojans, as kind of knocking on the door for the Cyclone territory here. As this will be a toss to the far side there, and gets maybe 4.
Gain of 1 on the play.
Gain of 1, sorry.
Number 65.
Cyclone's doing a better job of wrapping that up and keeping it from getting too far outside.
So 2nd and 7, ball on the 46 for Atlantic, as they'll keep this one on the ground. McDowell's going to be there to stop him there. Maybe a yard short of the first down. It's a gain of 6 there.
Gain of around 3 on the play. Brought down by number 11, Dallas McDowell. To bring up 3rd and 1 for the Trojans.
So 3rd and 1, ball on Harlan's 48 as Atlantic.
And that's going to be a false start. Lucky break for the Cyclones, as Atlantic getting a little bit ahead of themselves.
As this will be a little bit longer. A little bit longer 3rd down conversion than they anticipated now after the penalty. So 3rd and 6, ball.
First quarter ended up on the North 34, and that is going to be Bluebird Hill. Bluebird Hill is the winner of the first quarter.
So out of the I formation still. We're going to go with a counter, and McDowell gets in the backfield.
What a stop there on 3rd down. And Atlantic looks to punt it away.
Made by number 11, Dallas McDowell.
As Soma going to come off, he's not sure what it is.
Shoulder.
His left shoulder's not moving a lot.
We'll bring up 4th and 7 for the Trojans.
So 4th and 7, ball on Atlantic's 46.
Number 29, Xander Killian into punt.
So Atlantic opting to kick the ball here, Shane, and Harlan obviously not back to return this one, as typically as this will roll into the end zone.
I thought that was checking up just in time for Atlantic to get there.
Almost a nice roll for Atlantic, but it'll be a touchback for the Cyclones to take over on the 20.
Yeah, that looked like that was going to take just high enough of a bounce for Atlantic's gunner to down it at like the 2. Thankfully, it took a couple more forward bounces into the end zone. And this Cyclone offense has some room to operate.
And the last 2 offensive drives, Shane, touchdowns.
Yeah, and good drives at that.
So as Arkfeld will pitch it here to Lucas Francis, he's going to continue to break tackles about 4 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, good fight from Lucas to get the yards that he did there.
So it'll be 2nd down. And about 4
Around 6 on the play.
as Francis will come off and Arkfeld gets the play. 8:20 to go here in the second quarter, Shane. 14-6 is the lead. Harlan taking over on the 26 now, coming out on a 2nd and 6. Arkfeld in the shotgun, 3 line to the far side. As Arkfeld looks to throw it in the air, he's got Bendorf there, and a nice heads-up play by the Trojans.
Pretty close to pass interference there.
You got there.
I don't mind the no call, as it's a pretty bang play. Bendorf on the attempt, but yeah, that's tough. It was pretty right there as the ball was getting there.
Just kind of chalked that up as a just got there at the right time type of thing.
Yeah, I mean,
so 3rd and 4 as they'll line up the same. As Arkfeld will look in the air, he's got McDowell, and McDowell will drop it. He had McDowell for the first down, and McDowell in and out of his hands. 4th and 4 for the Cyclones, and here comes Nolan Schwery.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's just a little bit outside for McDowell. However, that's one he typically comes down with.
Yeah. I'm not sure if maybe he was already thinking of his next move after the catch, just didn't secure the catch at all. But Harlan now looks to punt it away on a 4th and 4.
As Atlantic with 2 men back for the return. And
nice
great punt, good hang time from Schwery.
As it'll get a nice Cyclone roll. And we might get a block in the back, Shane, as one of the Harlan players went rolling.
Again, all the good fortune for the Cyclones on that, from the bounce to the block in the back. Whatever it is.
It's kind of hard to go against that when you have a Harlan return man rolling for 5 yards on the ground.
And yeah, it does look like it will be on the Trojans.
Schwery spotted at the 22, but a flag on the play. Blocking the back.
So it will be a block.
I was going to say, Brian, you called it block in the back.
10-yard penalty.
That's going to back him up to the 12.
Not good starting position when Harlan defense has kind of had the answer for him the last couple drives here. And a drive that kind of started this far back the last time, Shane.
At the 12-yard line.
Anything to give Harlan the advantage. It seems like it's fallen in place. So when they come out of the huddle, 1st and 10 for Atlantic. Ball on the 12. 7:49 to go here in the first quarter. Atlantic down 13.
And they are going to continue to pound it on the ground, and you can't blame them with runs like that.
Right.
Still a one-possession game. Looks like he got 7 on that one, so going to leave him a 2nd and 3.
After the drive there, Shane, we haven't really seen Atlantic really push the pass after that. The one driver, they had 2 out of the 3 plays being passed. Didn't really go the way they want to. They're back to the run game.
Yeah, I mean,
as this will be on the ground as well. And Atlantic had the line stop there, and he'll be...
As Sam Shields going to get a good lick in on McNeil. But the shiftiness back there, I thought we had the outside edge set, and he kind of hesitated inside and then popped it outside and found some room to run.
It looked like he was kind of opting to cut it inside there, Shane, but this defensive line had that pretty well stopped, so he bounces it to the outside. And a fresh set of downs for the Trojans. This will be another run play up the middle for Atlantic.
As that's Tyson O'Brien back there on the carry that time.
To number 21, Tyson O'Brien up the middle. Gain of around 5 on the play. Tackle made by number 11, Dallas McDowell.
So 5-yard gain for O'Brien, and this is where Harlan's defense kind of needs to stand up. They need to get the stop short, force it into a 2nd and long, just to make things a little more difficult, because 2nd and 5 it becomes a lot more manageable with a ground game.
That's right, and this will be another ground game as he'll get past the line of the first down for a first down for the Trojans. As you kind of pointed it out there, Shane, and Atlantic took your word for it, and they moved the sticks.
Yeah, again, it's not going to be easy going against this Harlan defense, but gaining 5 yards of ground carry, it's going to make things a lot easier on the offense, putting them in 2nd and 3rd and short.
So 1st and 10, ball on their own 40. Atlantic under center again as they'll look to the ground, and a good chunk on the first play of this drive, or on the fresh set of downs anyways.
Yeah, again, another 5-yard carry as McNeil had kind of a nice jump cut in the line to get a few extra yards.
So 2nd and 5, ball on their own 45. Atlantic kind of moving the ball right now on the ground at will on this drive. So as this will be another run play past the first down inside Harlan territory for Atlantic. Maybe right at the 50. No, they're going to give him on Harlan's 49.
So it is a first down. This near side official trying to see through the line to see if it was a first down. But right now, this Atlantic offensive line kind of setting the tone.
Yeah, on this drive at least. And 1st and 10, ball on the 48. They don't, Harlan not making them really throw. Atlantic having some success on the ground on this drive, as we'll have some laundry on the field. And we'll go against Atlantic.
As it's going to be an illegal procedure on the offense. So 5 yards back for Atlantic. That's going to help the Cyclones for sure.
Yeah, so 1st and 15, back in their own territory now, ball in their own 48. Under 5 to go here in this first half. Harlan with a 14-6 lead. Atlantic, though, kind of moving the ball up the field on this drive. As Atlantic under center. This might be the time where they'll throw it, as we got kind of a hold there as Atlantic's quarterback's going to check down and get.
Yeah, he pulls it down and it looks like he's going to get. He's going to be about 4 yards short of the first down, so 11-yard run.
Yeah, as looked like 55 right there on Harlan was held the whole way.
I was going to say, I was looking downfield at the receivers, so I didn't see that one, but I know Harlan did have a lot of pressure right away.
Typically when the defender is running ahead of the offensive lineman that's keeping up with him, that's usually a hold, Shane.
Yeah.
And so 2nd and 4, ball on the 42 as Atlantic will put it back on the ground.
And that's going to be a first down.
And that'll be a first down.
Hayes will hand off to McNeil up the middle.
So Atlantic gets away with a hold and puts a fresh set of downs.
First down.
So it'll be ball on Harlan's 42 as Atlantic.
McNeil brought down by number 23 Rice and number 26 Van Bala.
Hayes hands it off to McLaren again, and he's going to be stopped for about 3 yards.
Gain of a few on the play, brought down by number 23, Rice.
So 2nd and 5
20, Bindorf.
For the Trojans. Just over 3 to go in the first half here. Harlan looking to kind of shut Atlantic down, and Atlantic back on the ground again.
Yeah, but only gets about a yard there, maybe 2.
So 3rd and 3.
Tackle made by number
Ball
65, Nick Goebbels.
on Harlan's 29 now is Atlantic trying to get a little bit closer to the Cyclones here right before half, as Harlan will get the ball to start the second half. So Harlan trying to keep him off the scoreboard.
Yeah, you got to imagine it's 4-down territory for the Trojans here. And they're going to go to McLaren up the middle.
I think he lost the ball. Nope.
No.
Never mind.
He just stumbled, and
it looked like he lost it.
Yeah. He got the first, though.
Gain of a couple on the play, brought down by number 23, Rice, and number 2.
Right? I mean, as right now, it's just Harlan's just not getting a lot of push up front. They got to find a way to get some penetration through the line.
As like McNeil on that one, Shane, by the time he got the ball, he was full head of steam right at the line, and that's a big boy to kind of bring down when he's...
That was McLaren. McNeil's the running back. McLaren's the full... It's close names. I get it.
But yeah, when he got that ball, Shane, he was already full speed.
Yeah. Because now they'll have O'Brien back there. And you know, Brian, just watching this, I kind of am seeing why they put McNeil back there. It seems like he has just a little bit more explosiveness compared to O'Brien. However, O'Brien is their leading rusher this year.
So 2nd and 7, as Harlan defense kind of looking a little gassed here. Hands on the hips. Been on the field for most of the quarter here, and Atlantic put it on the ground again as they are well into the top or the 10-yard line here.
About to 7. Joseph Rise chases him down, but O'Brien gets the edge and gets a big gain.
Joseph Rice.
As Sam Shields kind of tied up a little bit, Shane, but I didn't seem like he really was sure which side he was planning on going.
I was going to say I think he was just out there trying to keep contained and did a good job of it as Rice was able to chase it down.
So 1st and goal, ball on the 7-4 Atlantic, as this will be a fullback dive inside the 5.
Number 42, McLaren, the ball carrier up the middle.
So McLaren gets it to, looks like the 3.
Tackle made by
So 2nd and goal from the 3.
Atlantic trying to eat some of this lead off the board here right before the the end of the first half. Under 40 seconds to go here, and we'll have a timeout.
Coach Brummer going to call a timeout before that snap gets called, and you know, I was wondering if maybe Harlan was going to start calling some timeouts to try and save some clock and maybe get some points before the half.
I think though the way this offensive draft is going, Shane, it just for the Trojans, might as well just focus on trying to keep them off the board right now. Get some big stops or maybe a turnover here, keep them off the board, get the ball back.
Yeah, again, I know this Cyclone defense has it in them, but like I said, even if you stop them, you know, you want to save time, maybe try and get some points. You don't need the points if you stop them, obviously, but never going to hurt.
Right, and from this defense that settled in pretty well here in the first quarter, Shane, Atlantic kind of just kept at it. They're chipping away at this defensive line that's usually built like a wall, but this whole drive, Shane, has been ground game, and Harlan kind of feeling the effects of that.
I was going to say, yeah, we definitely saw last week the Harlan defense putting up the wall on the run, bottling it up, and they are doing their darndest this week.
Yeah, so 2nd and 3, or 2nd and goal, ball on the 3 for the Trojans, as Atlantic in the I formation here, as this will be a ball's out.
They're saying the ball's out. Harlan's whistling, they have it. They aren't going to get the call, though.
42, McLaren, the ball carrier.
So 28 seconds to go. As
another timeout by the Trojans. We couldn't see a thing, so
nope.
We're going based off player reaction. You never know if the ground caused it.
So I thought it was just regular running back dive here. That's kind of where it was.
Athletic trainers Andy Neiman and Laura Hickman.
As we're looking at a 3rd and 3. 3rd and goal.
They're not getting much right now. I don't know. I have a feeling it's either going to be another play action like they did last time, or fake fullback and toss it out wide to the running back.
Be very kind of a less likely to run the ball, but again, I'm not really sure here. You would think
they've still got a timeout left, so run is still on the board.
A 3rd and goal, we'll see here as Atlantic takes the field coming out of the timeout. Harlan faced with another big 3rd down.
As they've got O'Brien in the backfield this time.
As this would be a run that goes nowhere.
And
good defensive play by the Cyclone.
I was going to say, huge stand by the defense. Again, they've still got to get one more, as I can't imagine Atlantic coming out and kicking the field goal here because it doesn't really do anything to help you.
No, 22 seconds to go here. Burns their last timeout as Harlan, what a defensive stand here. And Shane, like you said, now do they try the play action? Harlan will be looking for that pass play. Was the 3rd down the time you would have pulled the trigger on that?
It's hard to say. Again, I would have much rather gone with a fake fullback dive and toss it to McNeil because Harlan's pretty focused on if McLaren gets the ball up the middle, he's a big boy, you know. So
well, not only that, the little pass play that they had to score the early 6, Shane, Harlan very well into the run play.
Yeah, but right, like you've seen it. So now, especially in between timeouts, the Harlan defensive coordinators are, hey, do not forget about this.
Right. So 4th and 3, ball on the 3 for Atlantic as right before the half, 22 seconds to go, Harlan trying to keep Atlantic off the board. And Atlantic under center here as this will be a toss. And I don't think he's going to get there. And this will be a stop by Harlan.
Big stand from the Cyclone defense.
Right before the half, Harlan stops him on a 4th and goal. Ball on the 3. Try to go to that far side, Shane, and Harlan, they set the edge just right.
Yeah, as it looks like Joseph Rise and Brody Bendorf over there celebrating pretty hard. They had to have been in on that stop.
Absolutely.
So big stand from this Cyclone defense. 15 seconds left.
Be a 1st and 10, ball on our 1.
Yeah, gotta get out of the end zone here, though, is the thing.
So could you possibly see maybe a bubble screen?
I
try to get some room.
I wouldn't be surprised, a little pop pass, but
we're going to see a
just Arkfeld QB sneaks, also a good idea.
And see him get plenty out past the 5.
Yeah, so that'll do it for this half. Harlan going to take a 14-6 lead into the half.
First quarter, that was very offensive. Second quarter, defensive battle. Atlantic controlled the whole second quarter. Came up empty, and Harlan goes into the halftime 14-6, and we'll get the ball back. As they take a break, we'll take a break. You're watching HLTV Channel 15.
Advertise with HMU. Are you looking for an easy and affordable way to get your business out there? Why not advertise right here? HMU is looking for sponsors, and starting as low as $40 a month, your business could be featured right here. Our sponsors help us cover programs just like this one, and thanks to their support, we're now able to broadcast Cyclone sports, concerts, and more live on both HLTV, Channel 15, and YouTube. So what are you waiting for? Call 755-5182 and ask for Jonathan, or email jnorth@hmunet.com and ask for more information today.
At United Bank of Iowa, the difference is here. Conveniently located at the corner of Highway 59 and Pine Street in Harlan, you'll always find a smiling face to greet you and help you with all your banking needs. We offer competitive rates on deposits and loans, and the latest in technology with our online and mobile products. Come and find out for yourself why the difference is here at United Bank of Iowa. Member FDIC.
Looking for insurance coverage at competitive rates? As an independent agency, we are not tied to one insurance company. We work for you, the agency, located right across from City Hall.
How do you game? Do you shoot your shot? Do you go for the goal? Or throw the high cheese? Whatever you do, our goal at Murtu Physical Therapy is to keep you in the game. Murtu Physical Therapy. Game on.
At Polly Jones Funeral Home, compassion is our foundation. As a proud family-owned and operated business, we understand that during times of loss, empathy and understanding make all the difference. Our dedicated professionals, rooted in family values, are here to answer your calls and address your questions and concerns. With 3 locations in Harlan, Avoca, and Denison, we're available whenever and wherever you need us to provide customized services for every family we serve. Polly Jones Funeral Home, proudly serving our communities for over 90 years.
Welcome back to HLTV Channel 15 here live in Atlantic, Iowa for your tonight's matchup between Harlan and the Atlantic Trojans. Harlan coming out of the first half, or for the second half, Shane, up 14-6 on a kind of an up and down first half. First quarter, offensive explosion. Second quarter, kind of controlled by Atlantic's ground game, but a huge defensive stand. Keeps it at 14-6 for Harlan, and Harlan getting the ball back here. Any adjustments you think Harlan needs for the second half?
I mean, like you said, big run stop at the end of that half. Biggest thing, got to stop the run. I mean, that's all Atlantic is doing. Whether they got to pack the box or whatever, they got to figure out a way to get pressure. As Fink and I believe Sorensen's still going to be back.
This will go to Fink, and he'll kind of bobble the pick up there. Does a little spin move, gets to the 30 and down to about the 33.
So he's actually out to about the 28.
Oh, sorry, yes, 28, wow. I saw the 30, Shane, got excited.
I know where your head was thinking, but yeah, you were wrong. So about the 28, Fink with a great broken tackle there. Offensively, love to see Harlan come out, throw the ball a little more, use the height advantage they have. However, I mean, the ground game always an option with Lucas Francis back there.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 ball on the 29 for the Cyclones is Arkfeld, the lone man here in the backfield, as this was going to be a keeper from Arkfeld, and he's got some room past the 50, and nobody's going to touch him, Shane. Touchdown Harlan, as Arkfeld will go untouched for the touchdown.
A 71-yard run for Arkfeld. Back-to-back weeks. Last week, the 85-yard touchdown run. This week, the 71-yard touchdown run. And Arkfeld, we haven't seen much of this out of him all year other than the last couple weeks.
Yeah, and Atlantic bid on the possible touch pass, and Arkfeld just took it down the field. So good play call by the Cyclones, and Harlan comes out firing now, 20-6.
Again, it's kind of like we talked about in the first half with all the weapons out there. Francis in the backfield, it is hard to key on something in particular. Schwery bangs through the extra point. Little trouble with the snap, but gets it down in time. But anyways, got to be keyed in on Lucas getting the jet sweep there. Arkfeld fakes it, keeps it, and houses it.
Just gone untouched, Shane, and it was a drag race there at about the 40, and he just turned on the jets and completely just gone.
Yeah,
won the race by 15 yards.
Arkfeld kind of has that sneaky Patrick Mahomes type speed. You don't really think of him as a runner, and then off he goes.
The accuracy of Aaron Rodgers almost. We saw that earlier in the first quarter. Fitting it in there.
Yeah, he did thread the needle to McDowell early in the game.
So Harlan, first play here in the second half, puts 7 on the board as Nolan Schwery looks to boot it for the Cyclones, and this will be another good kick.
As Schwery has put 3 kicks into the end zone tonight,
with facing the wind, Shane.
I was going to say he's got a little help from the wind, but I mean you don't see a lot of the flag's not hardly moving.
No.
So it's just pure leg strength there.
So Atlantic taking over on their 20, 1st and 10. As we saw this run game basically the whole second quarter come up with nothing, and I feel like we're going to see kind of the same as Atlantic.
Yeah, we know they'll keep it on the ground, but for how long? As with kind of like the drive as O'Brien on the handoff.
This will be for a short game.
Not sure who it was on the outside, but someone for the Cyclones had outside containment and did a great job of staying outside, forcing it back in. But like I was about to say, with a run game like this, you're going to run the clock out on yourself because you kind of need the explosive plays.
Especially now down 21-6. You're going to have to start putting it in the air, and Harlan had success when Atlantic had to throw. So 2nd and 7, ball in the 23 for Atlantic. As they keep it on the ground here again. Nice little toss to the near side here. And a nice hit there by...
As Sam Shields comes up and lays the wood.
As that's the second big hit of the game, Shane. He had one to the far side there in the second quarter. So 3rd down and they say 3.
Yeah, again, and on that play, you had McDowell and Hagen Swartzen kind of trying to set the edge, but for some reason, both of them decided to kind of break contain and suck back into the middle, leaving that outside lane. Luckily, Shields there to clean it up.
So 3rd and 3, ball on the 27. Atlantic under center. This will be a fullback dive past the first down.
Yeah, he's going to have the first down.
To number 42, McLaren up the middle.
That's McLaren kind of the bulldozer here, as Harlan's defensive line really has no answer for him tonight when it's 3rd and short.
I was going to say there's no answer, but they're only giving up a couple yards of carry to him, so it's not like they can rely on that ground game the entire time from him.
Yes, 1st and 10, ball on Atlantic's 30. As kind of getting the play in a little late here for the Trojans. Atlantic under center again. They'll send the man in motion. As this will be a run and goes nowhere. Maybe a 1-yard loss there.
It looks like they're spotting him back at the line of scrimmage. Not a lot of bodies flying around after the play. Not sure what that's about.
A little bit of acting there by Googles as he was tapped on the back.
I was going to say, I just kind of looked up and saw him flying. But that's the kind of pressure the Cyclone defense needs.
Yeah, that one was, they tested the defensive line. That one, this time they answered the call. So 2nd and 10, ball on the 30. As Atlantic. Harlan a little late to get set there. As this will be another run. And
Bendorf and Hightop stand him up at the line.
So maybe they're going to keep him at the line. So yeah.
No gain on the play.
Nice little show of sportsmanship there. As it's a rare sight to see a Trojan and Harlan helping each other up.
Yeah.
I think Soma has a shoelace.
I was going to say, it looked like he was trying to tie his shoe, so. Atlantic probably going to have to put the ball in the air here.
3rd and 10. Ball on the 30. The last 2 run plays got nothing. Atlantic in the shotgun. As he will look to the air. He's going to go and throw it short.
And Brian, luckily Hayes didn't look, as Goodrich was on like the Atlantic sideline, and he had Getzinger on him. Getzinger was keeping up with him. It's just Goodrich has the height over there, and jump ball might have been the odds, but nonetheless, kind of short arms a pass over the middle, and it's going to force a punt.
So a 4th and 10, and Atlantic, a nice punt, will get a nice little Trojan bounce here, almost to the 25.
Killian's punt will be
So
down.
Harlan will take over on their own 26. And this is an offense that first quarter, Shane was fired on all cylinders. Second quarter kind of fizzled out. Opened the second half with just guns blazing here.
I was going to say, yeah, both offenses kind of started the game strong and then fizzled out. Harlan looks like they may have picked it up, but we'll see what this next drive brings.
So 1st and 10, ball on the 26. Arkfeld under center. Harlan in the I formation. This will be Lucas Francis, and he's going to cut inside. He's got some room past the 50. I think he's going to be gone, Shane. Another explosive run by Lucas Francis. Touchdown, Harlan.
As this Cyclone offense just taking this game over one long run at a time.
Second offensive drive, only one play again.
Yeah, and
houses it, Shane.
You know, you watch that run. Lucas gets kind of to the line a little bit through it, plants that foot, turns it straight, and 6. Just cloud of dust.
He had a running lane, Shane, that we could fit our car through, and completely just, he saw the end zone from that hole and just completely ran for it.
Yeah, and again, this is exactly what this Cyclone offense kind of needs. Is this one's blocked.
It's going to be blocked.
Point after was blocked.
Again, like I was saying, it's what they need, because this is going to force Atlantic to have to put the ball in the air, and they have not looked real confident doing that so far tonight.
They do have the one passing touchdown, Shane, but the next 3 passing opportunities have been incompletions, almost an interception, and Harlan kind of making them pay for it now. 27-6, with 7:42 to go here in the third quarter. Yeah, like you said, the Atlantic has to put it in the air. Harlan's going to close the door on this game.
Yeah, I mean, they are kind of already partway there to slamming the door shut on this one. Obviously, time on the clock, you can't rule anything out, but Schwery, another touchback.
So this Harlan defense that had a great defensive drive on the last time they were on the field. It looks to kind of keep Atlantic off the board, maybe even shut down the run defensive as well.
Yeah, again, like I said, they're definitely going to have to look to put this in the air.
And I mean, with Joseph Rice at safety, Shane, he's got pretty good size there. But it might turn into a non-run game for the Trojans, as they'll be under center though, as they'll keep it on the ground with a fullback dive, and he's got plenty of. He's going to break some tackles. He's going to be out in space. I think he might be ran down.
No,
he's going to get there. Touchdown, Atlantic. Fullback dive goes 80 yards.
A little fake toss, fullback dive, and McLaren breaks a couple tackles up the middle, and he's got some wheels, Brian, for a big boy.
I didn't expect that at all, but Atlantic answers the 6 with their own.
I was going to say, he's got some wheels, and he's got good balances, doing a good job keeping his footing, and the Cyclone's just not able to bring him down.
So 7:28 to go here now, 27-12, as this kick is good for the Trojans. So now 27-13, Harlan over the Trojans, but don't sleep on this game being over yet, Shane. I kind of just put my foot in my mouth saying Harlan could close the door here
Yeah,
again, answers back.
Still going to be hard for Atlantic, as you know. That's the first, I guess, second big run they've broken. First one to result in points.
Hanson House Senior Living. Experience life, experience Hanson House.
Set SCSB as your financial teammate. Plan now so you're ready to ace your next major purchase. Kill unexpected requests for personal information. Save early, save often for unexpected expenses. Partner with the experts at SCSB to hit your financial marks. The ball's in your court. Stay on top of your financial game with SCSB.
So Atlantic set to kick it away after just like the first quarter, Shane. That both offensive they're going to pooch this one out of bounds.
Well, they're going to be whistled. I think they're going to get whistled for an offsides as, let me get the number right, Hayden Thompson on the kick. He kind of slowed down so he could pooch that one, and the Trojans got a bit of an early start. So they'll move 5 yards back and kick this one again.
Nonetheless, Shane, I don't think it was going to work as he had that one kicked over by the head coach on the Atlantic side.
Again, you got to be ready for onside kick at this point. Everything, as Atlantic's got to find a way to get back in this game, as Harlan with 2 offensive plays this half and 2 touchdowns. They got to find something. And
this one will be
deeper kick to Fink.
And he's going to break some tackles. And
I was going to say he takes some ankles and gets out to about the 40.
So good starting position for this Cyclone offense, and it's been kind of scoring at will for this offense coming out in the second half.
Yeah, they they haven't hit wrong on a play call so far this half.
No.
So hoping they can keep this up.
Yes, they'll take over on their own 39 here. 7:21 to go. 27-13. As Arkfeld under center. Harlan in the I formation. And they'll keep it with Lucas Francis, and he's going to try to look for the side or the edge there.
And that's a great open field tackle by Carter Hadley. As Lucas looked to juke him, but he grabbed onto the leg and brought him down.
That 2nd and 10 on the no gain from Lucas Francis.
And right now, the biggest thing for this Cyclone offense is to keep this clock moving.
As it is under 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. As this will be a pass out to the far side. That's Joseph Rice. He's got some room inside Atlantic's territory. Going to be in the inside the 30, right at the 30. They're going to fall down.
Again, this is what I've kind of been seeing up here the entire night.
The key matchup there for Harlan.
Joseph just has so much size out there compared to most cornerbacks he's going up against.
And I mean, we've seen it probably since Glenwood, Shane. It just seems like for some reason the opposite team wants their smallest guy on Joseph Rice, and Arkfeld takes advantage of it.
I was going to say the only teams that have really schemed against it were Nevada last week. They had a little bit of size on Joseph.
As Ben falls forward for about 3.
And then Perry, who threw their quarterback out there to kind of shadow Joseph across the field.
Tackle made by number 65, Draven Mitchell.
2nd and 4.
Sonny Flasick.
Ball on the 27. Harlan takes over.
So Harlan from the Trojan 27, gonna hand it off to Luke. He fumbles.
He's gonna cough up the ball, and Atlantic will jump on it.
So unfortunate break for the Cyclones. Lucas goes for the juke, and Atlantic just happened to get a hand on the football.
Unfortunately, he had that ball kind of out there like a little loaf of bread, and Atlantic was able to hit it out of his hands. So Harlan turns it over deep in Atlantic territory.
I was going to say, the only good thing about that turnover is Atlantic still has about the whole field to go.
Yeah.
So 5.5 left in the third quarter.
Let's go,
And you got to, I was going to say, I would imagine they are going to go back to feeding McLaren.
He's got plenty of room and almost to the 45, so a big chunk from Atlantic right there.
So again, I mean, this is something Van Ball is kind of splitting out wide. I'd like to see him get back into the middle and help provide an extra body to stop that fullback dive or run up the middle. Unfortunately, he does kind of have to stay outside because they've ran outside pretty well as well.
So 1st and 10, ball on the 42. Atlantic again right up the middle, and this one will be for a short gain.
I was going to say, this one stopped much better from the Cyclones.
McLaren, the ball carrier up the middle.
Again, Atlantic really not showing any urgency, Shane. Down 2 scores now.
I mean, still got another full quarter. You don't have to get too carried away anymore at this point. I mean,
that is true. But you'd like to, I mean, Harlan's going to eventually sink in a little bit, and if Harlan gets a stop here, maybe you should have to show that urgency a little bit, as this is a run to the far, to the near side here, almost to the sticks before a run out of bounds.
It's again, you know, you see this outside toss. Van Balla out there has it kind of contained and spins back inside. Again, he's getting in good position, and I don't know if he's thinking the running back's going to cut back inside or what, but just kind of getting caught inside and then opening a lane.
Yeah, so 3rd and 1. Ball on the 49 for Atlantic.
And Brian, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be a fullback dive to McLaren. Oh, I was wrong.
He's going to get stood up at the line of scrimmage. I don't think he got it, Shane.
I mean, McLaren's been pretty solid all night. I'm not sure why that's not a fullback dive.
As the spot goes about a yard forward.
Brian, I'm not going to comment, as you and I kind of have a poor angle on this. Definitely, you know, if you're listening to the Harlan crowd, got a great spot there for the Trojans.
As I'm kind of going off the near side judge here, Shane, and when he's standing at the line of scrimmage and hands them the ball, the far side takes it about a yard forward. That's.
I was going to say, you do kind of.
Gonna be short.
You do kind of have to go off this near side. That's where the play was run. He had the vision on it. I'm not sure why we're taking the far side line judge.
So 4th and inches.
But that's the cons of being the away team here.
Yeah. 4th and inches. Harlan is going to have to take a big push defensive to stop this fourth down conversion, and I don't think he got there, Shane. He got pushed backwards.
It's going to depend on the spot. If you're going, this near side official looks like he's giving him the spot. But again, that's very much brought on by the previous spot.
As that'll be a first down for the Trojans.
Again, if they don't get that, you know, half yard to full yard beneficial spot the last play, he's nowhere close to that first down.
It looked to me like he got stood up right at the line. didn't fall forward. He fell backwards.
I was going to say, but again, I'm not sure why the clock's not moving. Nobody called a timeout. It was just a first down.
Clock's still not moving. As this will be a pitch here to the near side, and a nice tackle there by the Cyclone.
That's Hagen Sorensen coming up and meeting the runner hard there. But again, Atlantic somehow saved about a full minute on the clock.
As it looks like Platt's going to have a word with the officials, because he was looking up at that clock as well, Shane, before that was snapped. Because, yeah, like you said, it wasted a full minute. We were at 4 minutes and 13 seconds when that play went.
So again, high school football, clock stops while you get the chain set. But once the chains get set, that clock's got to be going again.
So 2nd and 11, ball on the 49. As Atlantic will keep it on the ground. This will be a run to the far side.
McNeil, who's wrapped up after a. God, I can't judge really how many he got.
Especially, so they're to the far side here of the visitor section. So
yeah, they're saying a 6-yard gain. It's going to leave them with 3rd and 5 from the Cyclone
43. So Shane, usually kind of a hard-fought game, anyways. And now here in the 3rd quarter, it's starting to get chippy here between Harlan and Atlantic, and wouldn't expect anything less.
Yeah. Again, especially with Atlantic just kind of going with hard runs.
Fullback dive, and I don't think he got the first down there.
I think they're spotting him with the first down.
They are going to give him the first down.
I was going to say Rice and Van Ball on the tackle. That's the problem is Atlantic's been successful on the toss. So they're doing a little fake toss, fullback dive, and that is what's opening up that backside hole for McLaren.
So 1st and 10, ball on the 36 for the Trojans.
And this is going to be a pass.
He's going to get swallowed up in the backfield.
Alex Hightoff gets through off the snap, and Hayes is sacked for, golly, that's about an 11-yard loss.
That was a big, usually you expect him just to kind of throw that away, and I don't think he even had time, Shane. He turned around and he had a big number 74 looking at him.
I was going to say, I'm not sure if it was so much about no time to throw it away as much as just shock that there was a guy in his face as he came off the play action.
He's 2 yards short of the 50, Shane. So 2nd and 22 for the Trojans after a disastrous sack on that play. Atlantic in quite a hole here as they'll put it back on the ground now. Pitch here to the near side, and he's got some room, and he's going to get the yards back almost to the first down. And
he got the first down.
Pitch outside, number 9.
So a huge sack play, and Atlantic gets it all back.
So just a roller coaster of emotions here as Hightoff gets the sack, and then McNeil takes a halfback toss for 22 yards and a first down. Probably about 23 or 24 yards.
Run good enough for a Trojan.
So 1st and 10, ball on the 24 as Atlantic just showed no fight, not going away. Harlan gets something good, and fortunately Atlantic's they're just kind of throwing haymakers at this point. So 1:08 to go as this will be a fake pitch again, and
I believe that's Van Ball that makes the tackle there.
Nice little chunk there on that one, but
about 5-yard gain there. But again, having a ground-centric offense, you got about a minute left in this quarter.
And really only 6 points to show for it in this quarter. Or 7, excuse me. They did make the extra point, so under 40 seconds to go here as they come up to the line this time. 2nd and 3, ball on Harlan 17. As this defense is challenged again, as they'll keep it on the ground, and McDowell kind of slowed him down. Was the first man to slow him down there.
Hayes will hand off to McDowell.
Again, McDowell just kind of trying to grab him and pull him back, but got to just get in there and make the tackle.
As that's enough to move the chain, so it'll be a first down for the Trojans. 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Harlan 27, Atlantic 13.
McNeil's run, good enough for a Trojan. First down.
So I'm not taking a little bit. It looks like they're just going to let the clock run out. And I mean,
That's
honestly,
yeah.
Bold play call or non-call. I think you'd at least want to try and get one more play off.
Absolutely, especially having the success for the fullback dive there, Shane. But gave Harlan a little bit of break there. 27-13.
Yeah, long drive. So now it's short field flip in high school, but you give them the chance to catch their breath, talk to the coaches. We'll see how it works out.
Cyclone Seed and Chemical is your one-stop shop for all your agronomy inputs. Whether it's seeds, chemicals, fertilizers, or custom application, the staff at Cyclone Seed will work hard for your business. When you work with Cyclone Seed and Chemical, you'll have to build a bigger bin.
Listen to 105.3 KNOD. KNOD covers local, state, and world news. KNOD covers your favorite local high school sports, the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Chicago Cubs. KNOD covers Brownfield Ag News programs. KNOD plays the hits you want to hear from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. KNOD has great advertising rates for your business. Call 800-876-KNOD for more info. 105.3 KNOD.
At Keist Auto Center, it's our mission to be the automotive home of Ford, Chevy, and GMC drivers in Southwest Iowa. Conveniently located just off Highway 59 in Harlan, we provide a vast selection of new and used vehicles, exceptional car care, and always deliver customer service with a smile. As your hometown auto dealer, we strive to make every transaction an easy one. Call or stop by today to get in touch with a member of our team and let us know how we can serve you today. Keist Auto Center, proudly serving Southwest Iowa for over 31 years. Cyclone Lanes in Harlan is your total family fun entertainment center. Known for our homemade buttercrust pizza, we also offer great burgers and a variety of other sandwiches and sides, all available to eat in or carry out. Cyclone Lanes is available for birthday parties, company outings, and church youth groups. Laser bowling starts on Friday and Saturday evenings at 8 p.m. We invite you to come enjoy some fun family entertainment and great food at Cyclone Lanes in Harlan.
If you grill it, he will come.
Hey.
Is this heaven?
Nope. It's fairway.
$12 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. As Atlantic will come out a first and 10 ball on Harlan's 12.
Yeah, I was going to say, and they're running low on the play clock right now, so.
Yeah, so Atlantic kind of.
But they go with the fullback dive. They can still get a first down here.
The ball carrier up the middle.
So Atlantic just, I know they don't need to have any urgency, but the last could have ran at least 1 or 2 plays there end of the third quarter.
Again, I mean, got to have somewhat of a sense of urgency. You just don't have to go crazy with it. However, got to get in the end zone soon. 12 minutes. Harlan's offense has been phenomenal for the most part. Even the last drive.
Especially down on the 12, Shane, like we said, you had maybe 2 plays there. Something could have happened. You could have scored before the end of the third quarter. But
yeah, and again, I mean, even the last drive, Harlan moving the ball very well.
This will be a pitch to the far side, and Harlan will swallow him up there right before the 5.
As I believe that's Brody Bendorf diving in there and taking him down.
Pitch to the near side.
So that'll be third down for the Trojans. 3rd and 4.
So 3rd and 4 from the 5.
and number 20, Brody Bendorf.
So Atlantic getting the play call in. Again, they're using every bit of this clock, and it's just kind of shocking to me at this point. And they're going with a pass.
As he's kind of on the run. As McDowell's going to be back.
McDowell chases him down and
gets to him.
Back to almost the original line of scrimmage from this first down play. So that's going to leave him in 4th and kind of medium to long.
Run down by number 11, Dallas McDowell.
And
so 4th and 8.
They're going to run the field goal unit out.
Number 14, Thompson out.
I'm not sure about this. You know, you're down 14. It's still going to be a 2-score game if you make this.
So Atlantic. And this is
and it is good.
So Atlantic down 27-16. Harlan over Atlantic. Atlantic not coming out empty though, putting 3 up on the board, and that'll all kind of comes back to the questionable no 2 plays at the end of the 3rd quarter, and then, like you said, a head scratcher of a.
I'm usually for taking your points, but in a 2-score game, 2-touchdown game in the 4th quarter, I'm not sure why we're kicking the field. Why they're kicking the field goal here?
9:35 to go. Harlan has the running ability to eat that 9 minutes off the.
Not only that, it's an 11-point game still. You're still going to need 2 scores now.
Yeah. So we'll see how.
I was going to say now Harlan definitely got to be ready for the onside kick.
Thompson will be kicking for the Trojans. Deep back is Sorensen and Fink for the Cyclones.
And they are going to kick it deep to Sorensen, who bobbles it but comes down with it.
As he'll get past.
Looks like he gets to about the 25. Yeah.
Sorensen with a return.
So good recovery from Sorensen after the bobbled catch. And the Cyclones first down, just about ball security at this point.
As we saw the last time they put it on the ground, though, Lucas Francis mishandled it, and it was a turnover. But I think now you're going to have both hands on that ball and steer it away.
That's kind of what I was getting at before. You know, with this kind of sense of urgency, Harlan moved the ball pretty easily on that last drive still. I know it ended in the fumble, but you can't count on that all the time.
You can also not count on Harlan's quick strike ability for offense. They'll look to Joseph Rice here, and he'll drop the ball.
And they are going to call it incomplete.
Pass intended for number 23, Rice.
As finally that's going to go our way, Shane.
I think that's the first one of those all year that has gone Harlan's way. There's no doubt in my mind about that one, you know, taking the snap out of the shotgun there.
As Atlantic wanted the ball. And Shane, we've been bitten on that the last 2 times that happened.
I was going to say twice. Once against Perry and then the big one against Creston that kind of, I'm going to be honest, cost us the game.
Yeah. So Harlan, 2nd and 10 now, ball on the 25. Under center here in the I formation. They'll send McDowell in motion. And this will be Lucas Francis, as he's got some almost to the first down marker, as he's got help by the
number 7, Francis.
As they have him.
Yeah, you know, I was going to say, in the big thing about that, that first down play is it stops the clock. So this time they go on the ground.
Supposed to be a yard short, Shane. They moved it 3 more yards back.
I was going to say, I don't know. I thought he was maybe 2 yards short of the first down. The ref saw it as 4 yards. So
3rd and 4, ball on the 31. As this will be Gabe Arkfeld, and he's still breaking tackles. He's got the first down, and he's got some more room. He's got the lead blockers, and past the 50, almost to the 40 of Atlantic territory.
And you know, I don't know what Gabe saw down there, but he made every right cut to get through that. I thought that was going nowhere.
No, and right cut, he was grabbing Blocker's jersey and just throwing him out in the open fire there.
Yeah, good job by the safety for Atlantic to get to the position he was, because 2 blockers out there probably should have housed that one. But again, benefit goes to Harlan as now more of this clock gets to go.
Yep. 1st and 10, ball on Atlantic's 43. That's Harlan under center, and this will be Bendorf as he'll get his typical 4 to 5.
And again, it is all about ball security right now for the Cyclones.
As that'll take it under 8 to go here in the 4th quarter, 27 to 16. Harlan leading Atlantic. As like we said at the beginning of our broadcast here, kind of this whole weekend was kind of the telltale sign of this district. If Harlan wins and Creston and Nevada, that's kind of the other big one in this district. So,
yeah, and again, Harlan just got to keep it on the ground, keep the ball inbounds and in your hands.
It's about 2 or 3.
I think they're going to give him 1 there.
7, Francis.
Not a bad little carry there. You're going to keep it.
A couple tackle made by number 7, Kenneth Jewell. Bring up 3rd and 5 for the Cyclones.
So by the time Harlan takes to the ball here, that'll be under 7 to go.
And again,
in the
2-score game.
2-score game, yes. Arkfeld under center. It's a 3rd and 5. As this will be Bendorf. As he'll fall forward.
It should be a first. It looks like it's going to be a first down. It is a first down.
The chains. So first and 10 for the Cyclones as Bendorf just keeps. So he's kind of walking a little
Gain of 5 on the
gingery
play.
there.
That's going to set up the Cyclones for a first down.
So this clock should get to moving soon, as it's just a first down. Nobody called a timeout.
78.
I'm just saying, it's supposed to start when the chains get set. These officials are very slow on getting it going again.
So 1st and 10, ball on Atlantic's 33 is Harlan in the I formation again. This will be Lucas Francis here to the near side, and he's going to run over a defender.
And he does stay in bounds. This is one thing that Lucas kind of has to pay attention to. He loves taking it outside. He just can't take it too far outside here.
You cannot go out of bounds.
Francis tripped up by number 7, Kenneth Jewell.
So it'll be 2nd and 4 as, like old Rod Nevant used to say, Shane, tick-tock goes the clock, and that's only helping Harlan now, as it'll be under 6 to go.
It's going to say halfway through.
And again, like I said, Harlan has the capability, this offense does, to eat 9 minutes away, and that's exactly what Atlantic gave them, was 9 minutes. And Bendorf will fall forward.
Number 20, Bendorf, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 78, Reed Woodward.
So it'll be a 3rd down. We're just kind of waiting to see.
Bring up 3rd and 2 for the Cyclones.
As big number 79, and this could be bad for Atlanta. I mean, not terrible. He's just going to be out for a play. Helmet came off, so he's going to have to go out for a play. So they're going to be down some size in the middle.
So 3rd and 2, not 21. For the Cyclones is this one under center again, and this is Bendorf, and he might get 1 on that one.
And just some bodies tangled, no real pushing and shoving.
As it'll give him another
and it's another Cyclone first down. That's gonna leave Atlantic hurting for time when they get the ball back.
So kind of we're seeing an old school 4th quarter here from Harlan, where it's just lining up and just running it down Atlantic. And now 1st and 10, ball on Atlantic's 22.
And again, this is kind of the thing, you know, even if you kick the field goal, I don't know why they didn't onside kick it after that. Like,
as they're going to take a shot here to Lucas Francis, and he caught it for a touchdown, Harlan.
So just to be clear, that was to Joseph Rice.
Sorry, not Lucas Francis.
I know you're thinking they're going to hand the ball off to Lucas Francis, but they go with the shot play to Joseph, and he comes down with it.
Harlan kind of gapping it here with 4:33 to go. Harlan now 33, Atlantic 16, as Nolan Schwery hopes to put one more on the board.
And again, what that does is that moves it to a 3-score game now. Yeah. Atlantic going to have to come out slinging the rock if they want any shot of coming back here.
And unfortunately, Shane, that's nothing against Atlantic. Not their bread and butter. They're the run team. And a very good run team at that. With a running back that's over 1,000 yards on the season. There's nothing to kind of really sleep on. But kind of we saw the success last week with Nevada when you forced Connor King to throw. You're forcing Atlantic to throw, which they're typically used to running the ball. And
and you know, again, to quote legendary Ron Novotny again, the cow out of the barn here.
Shane stamping that, maybe, I don't know, but more than likely, yes.
I've 4.5 minutes. I like our secondary in this matchup right now.
That's actually what I was about to say is I don't think Atlantic's opposed to passing it, but now you're 4 minutes and 33 seconds. You're going to have to pass on majority of the plays, down 3 scores. That's quite a tall task against a very good Harlan defense.
And a squib kick from Harlan.
As this will be fielded about the 15, and he's got nowhere to go, so a good decision.
What a sneaky little kickoff call from the Cyclones as the squib kick nobody's really ready for.
Oh, man.
Doesn't allow a big return.
No, it pins Atlantic deep in their own territory to make matters worse.
Yeah, again, also to credit Nolan Schwery, that's a great squib kick.
Keep it
angled it perfectly, kept it in bounds. Gotta love to see it. So 4 minutes, 27 seconds left to go in the game. And this Cyclone defense, a little trickery here to Goodrich. And he's
not going to go anywhere either.
He is not fooling anyone.
No.
Kind of pulling out all the stops here, trying to get what they can. Not sure a reverse to the tight end is the best call.
No, that was a 2-yard loss on the play, so it's a 2nd and 12. Ball on Atlantic's own 15 as they'll come out of the huddle here, Shane. Under 4 minutes to go now in this game for Atlantic. As we've said, they got to get something going as they are still committed to the ground, as this will be a run to the far side.
And the ball's
on
out.
The ground and recovered by the Cyclones. As number 41 on that
one. As Brian and I race for the name.
As that's
Fox Argetsinger on the fumble recovery.
And I mean, I haven't really called his name much tonight, Shane, but what a big fumble recovery.
I'm not going to lie, Brian, that was sort of a, oh, look at what we have here type of play as he kind of looked down and the ball was there.
We have 2 players out. You have one from Atlantic cramping and
I think
Harlan.
I was going to say, it looks like a couple cramps.
As that was Bendorf from Harlan that I think he was kind of on the last offensive drive dealing with a little cramp. So, but kind of well in hand here, 34-16. Maybe rest Bendorf for the rest of the game. As Harlan will take over on Atlantic's 23.
I mean, in my opinion, I would imagine you rest as many of the starters as you can at this point. 3-score game, and it's just ball. Like I said, it's just holding on to the ball.
It's also another thing, Shane. I'm not really too sure on the playoff format, but I know points are a thing. Do you open it to try to score more points?
Because state qualifying meet on Wednesday, October 24th.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure, but I know some points on whether you how far you beat your opponent plays in hand here, and if Nevada ends up beating Creston, you're going to kind of need to fall back on that.
Yeah. Again, I think right now you kind of just try and get out of here with the win type of thing.
Thank you so much.
So 1st and 10, ball on the 23. As they'll just keep it on the ground here. That's Lucas Francis for real this time.
Number 7, Francis, the ball carrier. No gain on the play. Tackle made by
Yeah, again, I don't know how you messed up on the last call, but yeah, that was Lucas Francis there. Again, this is just going to milk the clock here.
As Atlantic kind of...
As not only that, still in field goal range too. Yeah. So
and Nolan Schwery, we've seen him kind of boot it the length of the field chain, and so 2nd and 10, ball on the 23 for Harlan, as more likely going to keep this on the ground. It's Lucas Francis again. Going to stiff arm a man to the ground. He's got some room. He's going to get into the end zone.
6.
Touchdown, Harlan. As what a run from Harlan there, as look to maybe run out the clock, but Lucas Francis says, I want one more touchdown before I get out of here. So 40-16 Harlan over Atlantic. 2:47 to go in the game here.
As again, floodgates just kind of opening right now.
As Lucas Francis kind of took a shot there before he got into the end zone. But
yeah, it was definitely close. I know it looks like maybe a little bit of cramping as he's getting stretched over on the sideline.
So Nolan Schwery looks to put us up 41-16 as Harlan really kind of just opened this game up here in the 4th quarter, Shane. And it is good. Could have been good from 60.
Again, and that's the thing, is Harlan just trying to run out the clock, but when you get the lane open,
you might as well just take
it.
And it kind of goes back to the points thing. I'll say it. I don't have no idea.
Again, I don't have the most clarity on how their tiebreaker system works at all, but I like the position we're putting ourselves in. All that matters is we take care of what we can take care of, and we win the games we need to.
And if it is the point system thing, Shane, you're kind of seeing it a little bit. A huge win here, because the Creston-Nevada game last week looked tied. So Harlan a 41-16 lead here. That's big.
So, and Nevada is up 28-21.
That's another little squib kick from Nolan Schwery.
Yeah, this one read much better by the Trojans, and they will start with good field position.
Yeah, ball on their own 35, but 2:40 to go. As that took almost 7 seconds off the clock just for the squib kick. So seeing some second stringers come in here, Shane, as
for who?
For Harlan, as we have some middle linebackers in here, as this will be a pass to the far side there, and it's going to be complete. As that's going to be a flag on Harlan, as Sam Shields decided to throw him into the bleacher there late, as that's not a good heads-up play by the Cyclones.
As Van Balla getting on him a little bit.
It's just trying to...
Personal foul. The defense. 15-yard penalty to end run.
Not what you like to see.
No, as Harlan's trying to end this game with a 41-16 thing, you're giving away free yards there on a play that could have been stopped.
Yeah, again, they gained... they had a good gain there. Kind of just want to let them go from there and not add to the damage.
Absolutely. So 1st and 10, ball on now Harlan's 35 after a good pass play from Atlantic, and then got some extra yards there. So Atlantic, again, will have to throw. As to decide to keep it on the ground, and the ball's out
again, but Atlantic gonna hop onto this one.
On the play.
As he had Joseph Rice there, almost got it. Mason Schultz was over there, but Atlantic had the little size advantage in the reach.
Yeah,
was able to jump back on that one.
Again, Harlan also playing the pass more than anything.
So 2nd and 4, as they'll look to the air, and he'll be chased out. He's got a man complete. And this will be almost to the 10-yard line.
As Argensinger comes up on the tackle. Van Balla kind of having to make a business decision. He went after the quarterback, which left number 11 wide open for the Trojans.
So stop the clock at 2:01. 1st and 10, ball on the 11 for the Trojans. As they'll look to the air again. As he'll cut inside here and still on his feet, and I think everybody kind of gave up on that play there at the end there, Shane.
Yeah, there is a flag here, though.
I thought it was whistled.
Maybe. Oh, nope, he's going to wave it off, it looks like.
6, Bryce Van Balla. And number 65, Nick Gould.
Had some laundry on the field, but looks like it's going to get picked up.
There is no penalty on the play.
As they want the clock to move, Shane, with no penalty, the clock should be moving here.
Yeah, again, it stops for the announcement of that, but then it should get started right away. Again,
2nd and 7.
Not real quick to doing that here in Atlantic.
As this will be a pass play, a little pump fake. He's got his man kind of eating up there, and as he's still kind of pump faking, and I think he was well past the line of scrimmage there before he threw that one out of bounds.
I don't think he was. I think you're wrong about that.
He might have been right at the line. I don't know. It looked like he was.
As that's going to stop the clock. Minute 29 left. Third and 7 now from the 9.
That'll bring up 3rd and 7 for the Trojans.
So 3rd and 7, ball on the 9. Atlantic in the shotgun. As he'll look off his man, and he's got it complete at
It's going to be a 1st down at least.
This pass complete to number 12, Hansen.
So they leaked McLaren out for like kind of a pass in the flat, went with the pump fake, and had Hansen on the slant.
Yeah, so 1st and goal, ball on the 1 for Atlantic. So Atlantic now under center.
QB sneak going nowhere.
Don't think he's going to go anywhere as that thing is not moving, and we got a flag.
Flag on the play. Not sure what it's going to be on.
As they have it kind of in the backfield there, I'm not really sure.
I'm interested to see what the flag is.
As it'll go against Atlantic.
Yeah, it's going to be against Atlantic for an illegal procedure of some sort.
Illegal procedure on the offense. 5 men in the backfield at snap.
So illegal formation. Had 5 players in the backfield. Can't be doing that. I'm going to back him up, and it's going to be 6 yards to the end zone.
So 1st and 6, ball on the 6 for the Trojans, as this will be a pitch to the near side here. Joseph Rice came in late there, so just completely ran through.
So Joseph Rice obviously gets there, but don't sell Bryce Van Balla short. He kept that edge, so O'Brien had nowhere to go and forced it back inside to Joseph.
So it'll be a 2nd down, 2nd and 10, ball on the 10, under 20 seconds to go here. Atlantic just trying to score before the end of the game here. This will be a fake pitch. And incomplete as we got laundry everywhere late.
Shields tackled the receiver. That was Corbin Ritter, and Shields trying to get through to play the ball. Unfortunately, he cannot do that. So 6 seconds left. That's going to force another play to be called. Ball's going to move to, I believe, the 3-yard line.
So 6 seconds to go here, 41-16. Harlan will go to 5-3. Shane Atlantic 6-3 on the year. And Harlan will await Knoxville next week. And kind of all eyes on what the other two teams are doing tonight, as Harlan kind of secured their own end of what they needed to do. So second down as Atlantic in the shotgun here. And we got a little confusion here, as Atlantic will look to the air, and he's going to get swallowed up, and the ball's out.
A strip sack. Hayes down. Hopefully he's okay.
As McDowell comes up with the fumble recovery, and Harlan's going to win on a big sack play. So what a game from the Cyclones as they win 41-16 here in Atlantic. And Shane, what a complete game from the Cyclones.
I don't know about a complete game, but a great first quarter, great second half. Just kind of lull in the second quarter. However, Atlantic ran the ball for most of that second quarter. So great job by both teams.
Absolutely. And again, you got to be perfect here when you are faced with any little hiccup could knock you out of the playoffs. But for Shane Conrad and Jonathan North, I'm Brian Martin. Thank you so much for listening to tonight's broadcast here in Atlantic on HLTV Channel 15.
Go Cyclones.